Hey everyone, Rick here, and folks, welcome back to another unit review for Battlefields of Mana. This time we're looking at Flail Bearers. This is one of the more exciting units in Battlefields of Mana for a couple reasons. First, let's talk about the figures themselves. Number one, I love this pose. Swinging the flails. I love the color scheme. Of course, this is the Regal Guard color scheme. You got blues and yellows in there. Very Renaissance-y. And let's also take a peek right now, while we're talking about it, at the Lunar Knight flail bears. Look at the flail on the banner. I just love how they did that. I especially love the flail on that Regal Guard banner. Very cool. And of course, the Lunar Knights have their own stat card with their own depiction of a flail bearer on there. Stats, as always, of course, are the same between the two armies. So now let's talk about them. Flail bearers. If you're watching these in order, again, assuming that I'm putting them up in order, I talked in the Halberdier video about how we're going to start getting into the more expensive units, and that is true for quite a while now. We're talking about, right now, a 4-point unit of flail bearers. Now, why are they 4 points? Well, let's take a peek. Attack dice, 3. Oh, you read that right. We've been seeing so many 1s and 2s. We're talking 3 attack dice per figure in close combat. That means if you're attacking this unit at its flank, that's still 6 attack dice. If you're attacking at the front or even the rear, that's 9 attack dice, but it doesn't end there. No combat strength abilities, but we will get into some very cool offensive abilities in just a second. Armor 2, so it does still take 3s or better on the opponent's attack die roll in order to hit this unit of flail bearers. No special defensive abilities, no range, movement of 4, so again they can move 4 inches in a single movement action or use both their actions in a turn to move, which is 8 inches. Initiative of +3. Okay, so that's a little different, right? Normally we saw 0 for Peasant Militia, typically a 1 or a 2, but now we're seeing a +3. That means on a roll of a d6, add 3 to that result to determine who goes first in close contact. You can imagine. This kind of goes along with why they have 3 attack dice. These guys are swinging these flails wildly right and left. They're able to get multiple shots off. That's why they're rolling so many attack dice. That's why they are quicker on initiative. While you're, parrying with your blade, there's this flail's coming at you. Health, 2. So again, 2 HP per figure, so if this unit takes, every 2 units that this unit takes, 2 units, every 2 wounds that this unit takes is a casualty removed. And I mean, hey, that's just fantastic. They can take 6 wounds, lose the whole back rank. They're still rolling 9 dice, assuming you're attacking from the front. Then we get to the abilities. I mean, as if 3 attack dice and +3 initiative wasn't enough, now they also have 2 incredible abilities. First of all, they have Assault. Assault is, when rolling attack dice, any results of a natural 6, because there's ways to modify attack die results, even for a unit like Flail Bearers that doesn't have a combat strength ability, but your sorcerer could enchant the unit and give them a buff to their attack die rolls. But the Assault special ability says any natural attack die results of 6 explode. That means you get an extra attack die for every natural 6 you roll, and then those extra exploded attack dice, you can keep that explosion chain going. Keep rolling 6s, keep rolling more dice. And I mean, you're rolling 9 dice to begin with. You should roll at least a couple 6s in those 9 dice, right? So I mean, just think of the explosion of attack dice. And it doesn't end there. Frenzy is their other special ability. Now, Frenzy says that in the first round of close combat, they get an extra attack die. Just think about that for a second. Whether an enemy is getting into close combat with them, you know, they're standing there ready to take it, swinging their flails wildly, or they themselves are charging in, swinging their flails. Either way, that's how you can justify this frenzy ability being used, whether they're the ones moving into combat or the ones receiving a charge. They get an extra attack die per figure in combat. So you thought 9 dice was a lot? 12 dice. That's right. They have the potential to roll 12 dice and then any 6s explode for more dice. And those 6s could explode and further until you stop rolling 6s. Give that a try at home and see how satisfying that is. Roll 12 dice. Count up how many 6s you roll that many more dice, keep rolling dice until you quit rolling 6s, and see how many dice you have rolled. It's just fantastic. That's where the flail bearers excel. They are, initiative of +3. They're probably going to go first. And when they do go, they are rolling 12 dice in the first round of combat. The rest of the rounds, they're still rolling up to 9 dice. I mean, it's insane. Now, what does all that cost? It does cost 4 points. It is a more expensive unit. I mean, you could have 2 units of swordsmen or 2 units of spearmen, or a unit of swordsmen and a unit of archers. So, you know, they're twice the cost of a lesser unit, but think of what they do, and that's every round of combat. They're rolling so many dice and probably going first with that huge initiative bonus, which also means if they ever panic, which is a -1 to your initiative roll, it doesn't hurt them as bad because their initiative bonus is +3. So, okay, they're panicked. What is it now? Well, it's a +2, which is typically what an initiative bonus is for a healthy unit of any other unit type. So, one of my absolute favorite units. Consider, folks, consider adding a unit of flail bearers to your Battlefields of Mana army today, or more. Imagine a couple units of flail bearers. Oh my gosh, double the fun. All right, anyway, thank you folks all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it, and until next time.